Welcome back. Okay, so a garage and a wedding venue, that may sound odd because we usually associate innovation with the technology sector and the likes of Facebook and Apple. But our next guest says everyday business owners can disrupt their industry as well. I want to bring in Bill Taylor. He is the co-founder of Fast Company magazine, and he's the author of the new book, Simply Brilliant, which hits bookstores today. Great to see you, Bill. Thanks so much for joining us.
My great pleasure to be here.
Congrats on the book. It looks great. But what motivated you to write Simply Brilliant, and tell us about it?
So I started Fast Company 20 years ago with a colleague, and I've really spent the last 20 years hanging out in Silicon Valley, Kendall Square, Austin, Texas, with all the virtual reality people and the software as a service people. And it struck me that's like 90% of the economy and society isn't that. So I asked myself, could I set out and find people doing truly extraordinary things in rather ordinary settings, retail banks, small hospitals, department stores, fast food joints, and as you say, even a parking garage.
Yeah, and you know this parking garage.
Oh, I'm obsessed with the parking garage. It's at the corner of Lincoln Road and Alton Road in Miami Beach,
yes,
in South Beach.
And it's become, you know, Robert Wennett, the guy who built it, said, look, I'm going to turn on its head every
you see the glass that's about that's not it. That's a view from the parking garage.
Right.
That's the movie theater that's across the street. The parking garage, though, if you look at it, see it's open, but there's actually a store there, and there's one of the hottest restaurants. It's actually in part of the parking garage.
There's a store in a glass cube on the 5th floor of the parking garage. You know, the old theory is you cram as many cars in, then you get the heck out of there. The new theory is let's make it a wide open space. There are yoga classes in the morning. People literally get married on the top floor. Victoria's Secret's done a fashion. So it's become a civic space and a cultural space rather than just a bland. It's, again, extraordinary, something extraordinary in a pretty ordinary field.
Yeah, it is.
So, Bill, your 20-plus years of looking at innovation, is there a thread among people, those in Silicon Valley, those developing parking garages, that you could point to and say, here's a personality characteristic that these people have?
I'd say a couple. First of all, they have a very clear definition of success. And the definition of success tends to be, I don't want to be the best at what everybody else is already doing. I want to be the only one who does what I do. There's a tremendous sense of originality. Second thing is there's a tremendous sense of reinvention. You know, when you become a successful person, it's often hard to overcome that initial success and keep growing and changing with the time. So there's a real commitment among these folks to make sure that what they know doesn't limit what they can imagine. And they're always asking themselves, am I learning as fast as the world is changing? And finally, and this is going to sound a little goofy, but they are people person in the sense that they have a real sense of, it's not just about technology, it's not just about business models and monies, it's about exciting people around you, your colleagues and customers, to rally to your side and support your cause. So they've got a human touch as well.
What I love is that they all want growth stories. Yes. They want to keep growing all the time. Now, you write about PAL's Sudden Service. Tell us, this is a fast food chain in Tennessee.
Kingsport, Tennessee, in the Mountain Empire region between the Appalachians and the Great Smoky Mountains. 28 locations. If you go anywhere there, it's like a total cult brand. People are insane about it. Now, part of it is they got great burgers and fries. I had a lot of fun, gained a few pounds in the research for that part of it. But the whole thing about it is it's called PAL's Sudden Service. They want to be faster than fast. So you pull up to the restaurant. There's no seating inside. You pull up to the restaurant. They take your order within 18 seconds. Someone leans out and takes your order. You pull around to the other side. They get you your order within 12 seconds. And if you are about to drive off and you open the bag and look inside to make sure that the order is correct, they take that as a very personal insult because they guarantee they never, ever make a mistake.
I was going to say, you don't even have to stop at the drive-thru. You just slow down and they throw the food in the window.
So they make a mistake once every 3,600 orders. It's about as close to perfection as you can get. In fact, they're so good. They were the first restaurant company of any sort to win the Malcolm Baldrige quality award. This is like Cadillac, Ritz-Carlton, FedEx, and PAL's Sudden Service. So it's pretty darn extraordinary.
That is fabulous. Bill, great stuff. Thanks so much.
Thanks so much. Great to be here.
We'll be watching.
Just downloaded your book.
Very good. Music to my ears. Thank you so much.
Bill Taylor.